Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? What's going on? Today, we're talking about fat loss habits. Today, we talking about habits for fat loss. How are we doing, by the way? Is everybody having a good day today so far? If you can hear me, put your thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Hello, hello. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, what's going on, guys? So, this is how we're going to do it. We are going to go over some good habits for fat loss, and then we're going to do some Q&A. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to go over some habits for fat loss, and then we're going to do some Q&A. So, let us get started. Okay, thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that. Before I get started, everybody share a win. So share some good news. If you've lost weight, if you've made progress fitness-wise, share that. Jay said, I was 230 and now I'm 220 in a month. And I wanted to say thank you so much. That's incredible, Jay. Jay lost 10 pounds in a month. I love that. Does anybody else have any good news that they would like to share with everybody before we get started? We have 30 minutes, so we're going to try to move efficiently. I want you guys to get the most value out of today as possible. So like I said, we're going to go through some fat loss habits, and then we're going to open it up for some Q&A. Okay? Let's get to it. Now, if you guys have been here, then you already know the habits that I'm going to talk about, but it's always good to hear it again. Like I say all the time, sometimes it's good to be taught, other times it's good to be reminded, and then other times it's good to be inspired. So taught means you learned something new. Reminded means you already knew something, but maybe you forgot it, so that reminder is helpful. And inspired means you know what to do, but sometimes having that inspiration, being motivated, can help you start taking action so that you can change your life. So that's what we're doing today. Okay, so habit number one of my all-time favorite habits for fat loss. One of my all-time favorite. This right here is going to be one of my favorite habits for fat loss. Do you know what it is? Guess. What is my favorite, absolute favorite habit to live by that helps with fat loss? I'll tell you what it is. Eat a protein source and a vegetable at every meal. Like if I was a beginner and I didn't know what to do and I just wanted to start losing weight, like matter of fact, if you're a beginner and you don't know what to do, and if there was one thing that you could start doing starting today that would help you lose weight and start being healthier, it would be to start eating protein and vegetables for every meal. I mean, right now it could be so simple. You can eat eggs and veggies for breakfast. You could eat chicken breasts and veggies for breakfast. You could eat ground beef and veggies for breakfast. You pick any meat, eat that with vegetables, and you do that for breakfast, lunch, dinner. And if you need a fourth meal, eat another meal of some meat and vegetables, and you'll lose weight. It could be that simple. So that is my number one, my favorite habit to live by to help me lose body fat, keep the weight off. And that's what I recommend most people start doing. All right, start incorporating more protein sources and more vegetables at every single meal. Okay? Does that make sense? Now, somebody said, what if I start craving some bad food? Here's the thing. I'm not saying you only have to eat protein and vegetables. I'm saying make sure that you eat protein and vegetables at every meal. If you're eating protein and vegetables at every meal, you might not crave the bad stuff. You might only, like some people can only eat protein and vegetables and they lose weight expediently quickly. Some people, they eat a lot of protein and veggies at every meal and they still have cravings, so they still eat a little bit of carbs and they eat a little bit of junk. But if you're eating protein and veggies at every meal, you're going to eat less junk. So if you're a beginner and you just want to start with something, that's what I would start with. I would start making sure that I'm eating a lot of protein and veggies at every meal. Even for myself, sometimes I'm not perfect with my diet, but I do make sure that I get protein and veggies in at every meal, and that automatically makes you eat less of the junk food. Number two, if you're going to eat carbs, do carbs in moderation. This is the big one. A lot of people overeat carbs. A lot of people eat a bunch of fries and rice and bread. You don't want to eat too much of that stuff. You want to eat that in moderation. So if we put all of these two, if we put the last two rules together, the last two habits, we know that we got to eat a protein and vegetable and carbs in moderation. That's how we want to structure every plate of food. Okay, so protein, meat, vegetable, cool. We add a little bit of carbs in, a little bit of rice, that's fine. Somebody asks, do you have to have 3 meals a day? No, you don't. At the end of the day, it comes down to how many calories you're eating. Now, I personally like to do 3 meals a day because if I do 2 meals a day, I might start to crave other stuff. But if I'm doing 3, sometimes even 4 small meals, it just helps me better stay satisfied. And I'd rather you eat 4 healthy, high protein, low calorie meals than you skip meals and then you're snacking on junk. Habit number 3, if you are going to have a snack, snack on fruit or something healthy. Like this was my snack. I just had a protein shake. That was my snack. I'm hungry, had a protein shake. Yesterday, my snack was a whole case of strawberries. All right, and I was snacking on that throughout the day. But if you're gonna have a snack, snack on some fruit or something healthy. Why is that important? I mean, like it's just better than cookies. Like what did you snack on today? If you snacked on something unhealthy, put it in the comment section. I would love to know. For all the people who had an unhealthy snack today, put it in the comment section. Let me see. Let's see what you had as a snack. Because look, Audrey said, no, those protein shakes are so bad and they're low-key processed. But look, Elise just said she had baked Lay's. So instead of eating potato chips, drink a protein shake. You're not going to die. You're going to be healthier. Somebody said they had Doritos. If you have a protein shake instead of Doritos, you will be fine. You will be better off having a protein shake than Doritos. Let's see what else. Who else had some unhealthy stuff? Somebody said they had Halo Top ice cream. That's not bad. Okay. Instead of doing the Doritos, you could have done some strawberries. You could have eaten an apple. It's a sacrifice, but you're trying to lose weight. Just eat the healthier thing. It's going to help you lose weight. Okay. Popcorn is good as long as it's not like super buttery. Somebody said they had 3 slices of pizza. I hope that wasn't a snack because that's a pretty big snack. But if you have a protein shake, even though it's processed, like this is better than 3 slices of pizza. You'll be fine. Okay. Matter of fact, the only people that I want to hear open their mouth to say, don't drink a protein shake because it's processed are the people who, are super organic. Like if you grow your own food, then you could say that. But if you don't, if you drink tap water and if you like buy your stuff from regular grocery stores, don't talk about processed protein shakes. Like, come on. Let's move on. Number 4. Do 30 to 60 minutes of cardio every day. That is an amazing habit to have. You should make it a habit to do 30 to 60 minutes of some type of movement every day. And if you're not doing this, you need to start. You can walk outside. You can walk on the treadmill. You can go to the gym. And when you want to start doing cardio, what I do is I put it in my calendar. So if you look at my calendar right now, it says from 6:45 to 8 a.m., that is my cardio time. So I do 60 minutes of cardio every morning. I give myself a 15-minute buffer to get downstairs to the gym and to get back upstairs. So I put it in my calendar. I suggest that you do the same. Put your cardio in your calendar. You should be doing at least 30 to 60 minutes. It's like, do we have any questions about starting to do cardio? Any questions? Any questions about doing cardio? Are we good? All right, we good? We got Audrey, I'm just going to pick on you for a little bit more. Audrey said grass-fed protein shakes or organic is better. True, it is better, but I don't care about that, to be honest with you. Like, if we're talking to mainly beginners here, so you got to crawl before you can walk, you got to walk before you can run. So doing this instead of cookies, that's okay for right now. Like, you will be fine, you'll be healthier, you'll be much better off. Like, we don't want to major in the minor. Stairmaster, the Stairmaster is fine. If I'm on the treadmill, how much should the speed and incline be? Whatever you can handle. So my rule of thumb when it comes to doing cardio is you want to give we're doing this cardio to burn extra calories, right? Meaning we're trying to do 30 to 60 minutes of cardio a day so that we can burn an extra 300 to 600 calories. When you're doing your cardio, you want to give like 50 to 60% effort. Like, you should not be burning out. Like, you shouldn't be destroyed when you're done with your cardio, because then it's not sustainable. You can't keep it up. All right. So you pick an incline and you pick a speed, or you pick a level that you can handle. It shouldn't feel too hard. Now, if you are more advanced, then you go as hard as you need to go. You understand how to do it. But if you're a beginner, I highly recommend that you make it easier, because I would rather you start slow and be consistent than I'd rather you be slow and consistent than you be inconsistent because you're trying to do too much. Okay? If I'm doing a Stairmaster 4 to 5 days a week for 30 minutes minimum, should I skip leg day? No, you should not skip leg day. You don't do so doing the Stairmaster or doing cardio does not build muscle. It's cardio. It helps you burn more calories. The Stairmaster does not replace squatting and lunges and the leg press. They're two different things. Okay, one is cardio, the other one is strength training. Let's move on to habit number 5. Fat loss habit number 5. We want to be lifting weights 3 to 4 days a week. This should be a habit, right? So like we lift weights at least 3 days a week. If we can do that, like, that's good. What is the importance of lifting weights? Why do we lift weights? We lift weights so that we can build muscle and strength. Why do we want to build muscle and strength? To be quite honest, for me, I just want to look good and be strong. You know, the guys out there, you probably want to look good and be strong. The ladies out there, you want to look good and be strong. If I was 75, I would lift weights so that I would live longer and not break my hip if I fell. So you lift weights so that you can look good, be strong, be more durable, live longer. It even helps out with your blood sugar. You know, the more muscle you have on your frame, the better your body handles sugar. So like, you'll live longer, live better, all of that good stuff. So we're going to lift weights 3 to 4 days a week. Now, do we have any questions about how to start lifting weights? So let's say I'm a beginner right now and I wanted to start lifting weights. The first thing I'm going to do is get a workout plan, or I might make a workout plan for myself. Now, this is how I would go about making a workout plan for myself if I was a beginner. I would get a sheet of paper and I would write down the 3 days that I'm going to go to the gym and work out. Or if I'm going to work out at home, I'm going to write down those 3 days. So I might write down Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm going to do 3 exercises every day. So I might do push-ups on Monday. Then I might do some planks on Monday. And then I might do squats on Monday. And I would probably just do the same 3 exercises Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Right? And that's what I would start with. I would start very small, and then I would just keep going. And the goal is, with whatever exercises you're doing, you want to get stronger at those exercises every week or 2 if you're a beginner. Because if you're getting stronger with those exercises, that means that you're building muscle. Let's keep it going. Number 6. Oh, hold on. We have some questions. How many days should we do a week for legs? Is 1 day a week okay? 1 day is cool if you are more advanced and you know what you're doing. If you are like a beginner or like kind of early in the process, I would do 2 or 3. And the only reason why I would have you do 2 or 3 days if you're a beginner is because you're most likely not training yourself very intensely. All right. But if you're like super advanced and you know how to go hard in the gym, like Let's say you're a woman and you can squat 225 pounds for like 10 reps for 4 sets, and you are like really giving it everything. You could do that once a week and still build muscle. Or if you're hip thrusting 315 or 405, you do that once a week, you'll be good. But if you are like a beginner and you're squatting with like 10-pound dumbbells and doing body weight stuff, then you can train your legs and glutes 2 to 3 times a week because you're not really um, going that hard. So it depends. But if you ask me that question, it makes me think that you are more a beginner. So 2 to 3 days a week for you. Number six, throw away all of the junk food. This is a habit of mine because this is something that has personally helped me better stick to my diet. Um, I'll give you kind of like a real life application. Like right now I have cravings, right? I want some chips right now. Like I want some cookies right now. I do. But I don't have any cookies. I don't have any chips. Like the only thing I got the only thing I have in my fridge are these protein shakes. Right? So this was my snack. I had one of these today. That was my snack. I had strawberries yesterday. So when you only have healthy options in your fridge, that's all you can do. So it's like you're setting up your environment to support you on your goals. Because I don't have junk food around me, my environment forces me to be consistent. I like to create friction between me and bad decisions. So my wife went to New York for a day to visit family, all of that good stuff. So she's getting back in a few hours. And when she orders groceries and food for her to eat for the week, like we just don't order snacks and junk food because that makes it easier for us to stick to our diet. So does that make sense? Like not buying junk food, not having it in your home. Does that make sense? Is that something that you feel like you can do? Hello? Are we good? Let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me. I let my laptop die. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Hello? Somebody comment something. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello? Testing, testing. Can you hear me? If you guys can hear me, put yes in the comment section. If you can hear me, put yes in the comment section. I'm going to wait until I get some confirmation that you guys can hear me before I keep going. Hello, hello, hello. Are we good? Okay, I see on Instagram you can hear me, but TikTok, can you hear me? If you're on TikTok, can you hear me? Okay, I see on YouTube and Facebook we good. Okay, okay, okay. TikTok, can you guys hear me? Yes or no? Anyway, I think, what were we up to? Hello. Okay, so let's continue. Let's try to continue. Um, Last tip: be consistent, even when you cannot be perfect. Be consistent when you cannot be perfect. I'm not gonna lie. So this week I have been just kind of tired, like all week. I've been like working a lot, been super tired the whole week, and what I've been thinking is like, because I'm so, sorry, kind of brain fart. That's the, I'm tired. So this week, been super exhausted. I have not really been able to work out as hard as I normally do. So what I've been doing instead is I've been still working out, but I just do a little bit less. So normally I give myself an hour to lift weights, but I've been lifting weights for like 30 minutes, 25 minutes this week, just because I've been so tired and my workload has been much higher than it's been normally. So that is, that's like a real life example of what it means to be consistent even when you can't be perfect. All right, hold on. They're saying there's no sound, so let me just fix this. Okay, how about now? Can you guys hear me? Testing, testing. Hello? 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 Okay, can you guys hear me now? Hopefully so. Okay, now let's open up the floor for some calls. Okay, let's do some Q&A and do some calls. Can you guys on TikTok hear me now? You know what? I'm just going to stop it and restart it. All right, let's see. All right, if you would like to call in, if you see the number that's on the screen, just text the word call to that number. Text it right now, and I'm going to pick a few people and give you a call, and we'll do some live coaching. I literally have like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, so try to text me now so we can get that going ASAP. So I got Monica, Shanae, June, Abigail. If anybody wants to do some live coaching right now, just text the word call to the number that I have on the screen, 516-212-9162. Text the word call, and like I said, I have like 3 minutes, so please move expediently. I have a hard stop at 3:58, so I'm gonna have to end it. Not 3:58, 5:58. Oh, you still don't hear me. Rob, do you hear me now? Do you hear me? All right. We have 3 more minutes. Text the word call to that number that I have on the screen, and I will bring you up. Oh, no sound. Okay. That is weird. You know what? Let me just end that. Okay. Is it normal that I follow the diet but the scale is the same? Um, no, that's not normal. What we need to do now with you, or what you need to do, is start tracking your calories. So, what you want to look for is you need to calculate, and you should write this down. Calculate your maintenance calories. Then you start tracking all of the calories that you're eating in a day. And all of this stuff is pretty straightforward. It might be a little confusing to get started, but if you go on YouTube, I have videos. I have like full blown videos on YouTube where like I walk you through exactly how to calculate your maintenance calories, how to track everything, how to weigh your food out. But you have to do that. If you want to lose the weight, you have to put in that extra step and get that done. Is it enough to train 1 hour of upper body, later cardio 5 times a week? I don't understand that question. I really like your content. You give good advice. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. This week, I lost 6 pounds doing what you recommend. Oh, that's incredible. See, that's the kind of good news I like to hear. For anyone who wants coaching, or if you have any information about coaching, just text the word coach to the number that I have on the screen, 516-212-9162. Do we have any more? Why is it that I can fast for 10 hours, but when I eat a little, I can't stop? I don't know, but that actually is that's a funny phenomenon. It's like once you sometimes when you start eating, it can be hard to stop. I think that should be something that you work on trying to fix. Like practice eating and then like stopping. You know, like eat your serving and then no more food. So try doing that. A few of the things that helps me stop eating is like I like to brush my teeth after a meal. I'll chew gum after a meal. Go for a walk after a meal. So those are like 3 things that I like to do. Oh, the volume is very low. Let's see if I can fix that. All right, everybody, that is it for today. Really quick live today, and we had some technical difficulties, but I will be back on tomorrow. I go live Monday through Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. Central Time. So the structure that I follow is we teach a lesson, and then right after the lesson, we open the floor for some Q&A, and we do some live calls. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I got to get some rest. All right. But I'll talk to you guys later. God bless, guys. And somebody asked, can I benefit from a workout if I only slept 4 to 5 hours the night before? Yeah. I mean, your sleep is getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night is horrible, but that's better than nothing. And then working out is still good. So, yeah, it's better than nothing. So, yeah, keep it up.